So does the hair length matter when you're getting FUT scar camouflage with scalp micropigmentation? Yeah, it actually really does. And I really like to kind of show this illustration because it's the perfect example to show you that the technique that we use when your hair is shaved with scalp micro versus when your hair is grown out and we're doing more of a density fill is very different technique wise. When you're doing a shaved head, basically my objective is to match the pattern of stubble above and below the incision. When your hair is shorter, it also looks a lot lighter. So the dots are a little bit more spaced apart versus when your hair is grown just a little bit longer, you really have to use a darker color and compact the dots in so much closer together to get the job done. Now you can see, above on the right side, the scar looks so well, camouflaged. This is completely healed work. He had come to me with the objective of not feeling self-conscious about his FUT scar in the back when he goes in for his FUE transplant, which is this exact day. So basically our game plan was I had him come in with his head shaved because the objective was to make the scar as inconspicuous as possible when they had to expose that donor area for his FUT scar. So I did the correction. We had an understanding that after his transplant, he was going to grow his hair back out again. From that point, we still have a lot to work with because you can always add more, but you cannot take away. Now, as you can see, he kind of had like skip to his haircuts. And so his hair is growing out and the same scar that's invisible on the right, all of a sudden looks like it's visible again. And the only way to correct this, again, is to go darker and to compact the dots closer together. The technique is different. When the hair is longer, you have to go darker, you have to be more aggressive. Now, even though we can, correct this, you cannot go backwards. So once we do the additional, colors and the additional coverage, you just can't go back because if you shave your head again, it's gonna look too dark and it's gonna look really overcorrected. Let me show you now a video where I'm doing an FUT camo on a guy who has a completely buzzed head at a 0 guard. You can see the entire right side is already complete. I've blended the dots so that it matches the stubble above and below the incision. I'm working my way towards the left and you can see how this illusion works. It looks amazing. But if his hair was just a little bit longer, and I'm talking a 1.5 like this guy, I have to compact the dots a lot closer together. I have to go darker, and not just that, but I have to blend above and below the incision to really make everything look as inconspicuous as possible. The longer the hair is, the more aggressive I have to be. As you can see with this gentleman, his hair is a lot longer, so I have to do a lot more work to get the job done.